Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Food Why did I do this? Today, A&W. This is the Canadian logo. I recently found out that there's a Canadian logo and an American logo, and this is the Canadian one. I ordered the Uncle Burger with cheddar and bacon, as well as a poutine and a root beer. Cheers. The root beer tastes good. So before I get started on this, I'll have you know, I went to the drive-thru. I ordered this. They said, there'll be a 2-minute wait. And I'm like, that's fine. I could wait 2 minutes. 15 minutes. I'm gonna eat this before it has any chance to cool down. If it's cold, it was cold when they gave it to me. Uncle Burger. It looks good. It looks good. This does look good. I don't remember how much it was. 13 bucks, something like that. Lots of cheese, lots of bacon, lots of tomato, lots of lettuce, mayo, onions. Got all the stuff that it's supposed to. Let's take a bite. Mmm. It is very hot. It is fresh. The cheese is perfectly melted. The bacon. This does taste really good. If they said it was going to take 15 minutes up front, that would have been fine. I would have been fine with it. They said 2. I was a little confused why it took 15 minutes, but it tastes good. Maybe they just forgot about it, and then they're like, this guy ordered something 10 minutes ago. We better get started on it. But it tastes really good. It is definitely one of the better Uncle Burgers that I've ever had. Everything about this is fresh. They made this just for me. I think they picked the pickles. They pickled the pickles specifically for this burger. That's why it took 15 minutes. They hand-picked this lettuce. This is literally the best Uncle Burger that I've ever had. Maybe I'm just really hungry because I waited so long for it, but I think it actually just tastes really good. I kind of want to go back, not today, and ask them how long it actually takes or how long it should take to make this stuff, because 15 minutes seems a little long. Poutine. Real Canadian poutine. Very hot. I could feel it. The bag was on my lap the whole time. I could feel the heat going into my legs. And it wasn't too hot. It's not like burning. Cheers. Pretty good. It's hard to tell. With poutine, it's hard to tell if the fries were fresh or they just grabbed a bunch of old fries and dumped gravy and cheese on top of them. But they are hot enough that it would make me think that it's fresh. And it does taste good. The cheese curds taste pretty good. I don't know how to explain it. They taste like cheese. I don't really know how to explain it besides they taste like cheese. The name cheese curds makes them sound kind of weird sounding, but they taste good. The fork is actually a very high quality. No bendiness. It does have a bit of a texture to it. Isn't like normal cheese texture, but they still melt, as you could clearly see. But there's a bit more to it. And I don't quite know what it is or if they add extra things to make them cheese curds. And the texture might throw people off. It's kind of similar, I feel like, to like mushroom texture type of stuff. They're not mushrooms, they're cheese. But if the texture of mushrooms is weird to you or you don't like them because of that, this might be similar. I don't really know because I like mushrooms too. The burger is definitely the highlight of this meal. I would say 100%. Uncle Burger with cheddar and bacon. Definitely stole the show on this one. How am I gonna rate this? I don't know how I'm gonna factor in the wait time for possibly the best Uncle Burger I've had in my life. Oh, this is a difficult decision. If I had to rate it as one experience, one dining experience, I would have to include the wait time. I was saying, if they said it's gonna be 15 minutes, that would be fine. I would have expected 15 minutes. I would have thought it was crazy still, but I wouldn't have been surprised because that's what they said. But they said 2.5 minutes. But I would definitely give the Uncle Burger that I had today a 10 out of 10. I would give the poutine, it's pretty good. I did eat it last. I ate it after the burger. I would probably give it a 7. Poutine gets a 7. The root beer is their root beer. The only way they could mess this up is if their drink machine wasn't working properly. They don't put ice in it, so there's never too much ice. Is that a thing in the States too? Like, do they not put ice in their drinks? Because that's the thing here. They actually, if you do the dine-in, they give you these big glass mugs that they have frozen. They have like a freezer and they're like frosted. But if I had to give it an overall rating, the burger, the poutine, the drink, plus the overall wait time, I would have to give it like a, I don't know. I want to say 6. That was the first number that came into my head. It brings it down a lot, but that's because they said 2.5 minutes, and that's why I was, oh, that's fine. It was like almost 20 minutes that I had to wait. I guess that's my food review of this week.